Hello, Sarah here with you, and this is a sort of manga discussion video. And in this video I'm gonna talk to you guys about where you can make some cash out of your manga, webcomics, what so on. Let's say that you don't have the tools to make a website for your manga and you want to put it somewhere in which you want to get views. So I'm gonna talk about two people who are like that. I'm gonna target these people. So I'm first going to recommend to you guys that if you want to get money out of your work, you need to build an audience for it. And in order to do that, I have done a bunch of videos in this series called How to Get Your Manga Popular or How to Get Your Webcomic Popular. You're going to see them in the Equipments and Idea playlist, so make sure to check those couple of videos out. They have really helpful tips. So how can you make money from your work? I first recommend to you guys to go to sites like mangamagazine.net and Smack Jeeves, and recently Crunchyroll has even launched this idea in which they feature people who make mangas and put them there. And there's another site called Comica. All of these sites, I'm gonna leave them in the information box. And also check Comic Fury. These sites, they're specialized in concentrating only on comic art or comic books or webcomics or mangas that is done by indie artists. So you don't have to be a professional or what so on. The downside to it, not every site actually gives you money or you get paid. But I highly mostly recommend Crunchyroll/comics and Manga Magazine. Manga Magazine actually started a new program in which they're trying to pay their manga artists by sponsoring $20,000 every month. By, let's say that we have a premium artist, the people who they pay, you pay about $3 for like getting to see your these kind of mangas 1 month before it becomes free. So if you pay like $3 a month, you'll get to see those premium manga. Once they come out, 1 month later they're free, and that's how they're trying to pay mangaka. And Crunchyroll, they're still new on this idea or this concept in which I actually don't know how they're going to pay artists. But in those two sites, you hold all of the copyrights of your own product. In other words, you can publish your work on Manga Magazine and you can publish it on Crunchyroll, and then you can go publish it somewhere else, to get the word for your work. So I highly recommend these two, but Crunchyroll, well, I did apply to it. They haven't responded to me yet, so I still don't know what exactly is happening or going on. Or how things will happen if someone get accepted, because in Crunchyroll you have to get accepted first before you can publish your work. You still have the option of making a profile and then uploading images there. You can go and make a folder for your comic, and then maybe, who knows, maybe they are making this idea in which they're spotting people's work through their profile. It's still in beta, so there's a lot of work that apparently is going to take place until Crunchyroll Comics launches. But you have Manga Magazine and you have the other sites which I told you about. You can also try DeviantArt. That if someone like goes and prints out your work, you might get some cash out of that. And you can also try YouTube. The partners program now is really easy to get. I'm actually happen to be one of those partners. It's more like not exactly a partner, but I do have all of the partners features in which you can have the thumbnails, money that you can get out of the video views and what so on. Now, to be honest, I don't make that a lot. It's like not that much. It's not like worth living, because I have only like 1,000 subscribers or above that a bit, so don't imagine that you're gonna get paid a lot. But you might get paid if you like let it accumulate it for a couple of months. You might end up for a couple of cash or extra cash that you can buy some art tools with. So it's not a bad deal for people who like to make videos. And all you gotta do is just go and apply to the partner programs, and you can easily get accepted as long as you have a Google AdSense. And of course, Google AdSense has a bunch of setups you need to do. You need to give your address so they can send you a PIN code. So then once you enter the PIN code, they will be able to transfer the money for you through the bank or a money transfer service. It really depends on which country you are in. So you have also YouTube, but it's not really guaranteed for like artists, because for people who are still new, YouTube is going to be really hard for you guys to get views or so. So my opinion is that, or what I prefer personally, is that you try Manga Magazine, you try Crunchyroll. Apparently Crunchyroll, I think from what I've read from the terms and services you sign on, that they are looking for a way to pay these artists in which that they feature their work on, whether it's going to be like t-shirts or posters or things like that. There's definitely, I think that they have stated that there's going to be a percentage of profit for the original artist. But best thing is that you have your content with you. It's yours. The copyrights belong to you. You can do whatever you want with it. So in case if someone says, I have spotted your work and I want to publish it, you still have all the copyrights, and you can go and publish it with some publishing house or so. You have also Lulu.com, and you have, I don't know if there's other places like Hulu.com which you can publish your work there, and also you can keep the copyrights of your work. And you can also go through Kickstarter. I have been wanting to go through Kickstarter and see how can I actually publish work and sell my works through Kickstarter once I got a certain a number of pages, made into a book. So that's another great alternative. I have seen a lot of people use Kickstarter. If you have heard about this movie called Kick Heart, it's a new production anime which has a totally different style than the animes that we have seen, and they needed, or the cast needed, about $150,000. But if you pay $5, you're gonna get a digital copy of the movie. If you pay $15, you're going to get a movie plus the soundtrack. For example, if you pay $25, you're going to get the movie plus the soundtrack plus some artwork plus some behind the scenes and so on. So it's kind of an interesting direction also to think of using Kickstarter for selling products and your work and what so on. But again, if you're going to use Kickstarter, you at least need to have some fan base who are going to buy your work. And with that, guys, I bring this video to an end. All of the links I have mentioned is going to be in the information box. I hope this was helpful for you, and I will see you next time in a tutorial, manga. Well, I don't know, I haven't decided exactly what I'm gonna do next. So see you in my next video. Take care, guys.